you talk about a blessing. And it was, people just loved it. And if I ever, I'm too old to pastor anymore, but if I ever had another church, that would be one thing at Christmas time. It's a blessing. I mean, it is. But here again, actually the church was closer to Paul than the other church he started. This was a loving church. This was a church that the Apostle Paul, they loved him and he loved them. But now here again, every place the Apostle Paul went, what did they do? They tried to kill him. They put him in prison. They beat him and with a rod and straps. But here again, did that hinder his message? No. Here in the book of Philippians, he's in prison right now over in Rome. And how that in spite of where he was at, he was concerned about them, worried about him. But let me show you what he done here. It was founded in the midst of the storm of persecution. The beginning of the work was small among a few women at the riverside, then by the Philippian jailer and his family, then became the nucleus of the church. I don't know how many originally there was that little demon-possessed girl that was I believe she was saved, and we see the Philippian jailer and his family, I believe they were all saved. And I'm sure there were others probably, Dave, that was saved right at that period of time. But it was just a nucleus, a small number of people, and how that the Apostle Paul would establish a church, and then he would move on somewhere else and start another church. But here, and this is where, now here again, sometimes there's problems in it that I had to leave. I had to leave a church. I left Greenbottom down here at one time, Dave, simply because things that was going on that I didn't agree with. But here, Barnabas, when he parted company, Paul and Silas, they were Barnabas, but they changed partners. In Acts chapter 15, verse 36 through 41, it deals with that. And how, I mean, it said the contention was so great that they was a big problem there. And but here, Paul took